Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a nice evening today. Excuse me. I just had some interesting food that I got from some shop that sells bubble tea and stuff, so I guess it's Japanese. It's like a dessert. It's kind of like a layered cake, like a tiramisu, but not. It was made with green tea and interesting stuff. It was nice, but filling. So, hello there. How are you doing? Oh yes, I know what I meant to do. One of my friends that comes watching me all the time says I should do something to the microphone. So, let's have a look at that. This is compressor is set a little higher than it was before. It's not a slider, it's like low, off, low, medium, high. It was low before, now it's on the medium setting. Let me know if the sound is any different with the compressor changed at all on this microphone. See if it makes the sound better or worse than what you're used to hearing me, assuming that you are a regular viewer. So, still left on the same song I played on Friday because I didn't play at all yesterday. So, let's have a look. Hope you can hear me all right this evening. Let me know how the sound is. I do have a microphone. I'll show you the microphone I have, and it is. I'm able to set the settings all differently. So this is the microphone. Now I can set the settings all different on my phone to use this one, and it's just a matter of trial and error, working out where is the best place to put it and what the settings are the best so you can hear me and hear my organ, more importantly to hear my organ than hear my voice. But let's see if it helps any better. So hello there. I can't. I have my laptop here at the side. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, it's my laptop. But your writing is so small. I don't see very well. So I have to lean all the way across to see what the hell you're saying. Why nice? What is this machine or instrument called? It's called a hand-turned organ. It's a street organ. It plays music rolls like this. So I can show you. This is just a random roll off my shelf here. So these rolls play music like this. Well, if you've ever seen a pianola or a mechanical organ, fairground organ, or a small street organ, that's what we play with these paper music rolls. But my organ can play these rolls, but it also has a MIDI system. So it has solenoids in it that tells the organ what to do instead of the music roll doing it. And I have a Bluetooth receiver inside, so I can control my organ with my iPad. So I have the music here on my iPad and I can select a song. So in that way I can take requests and pull up music pretty quickly if I have it on my organ. I can play this roll for you if you want. It's quite a long one, but I could play it for you. Just to show you a music roll, how that makes a difference. So with the music rolls, when I crank, it makes the bellows, so it makes the air supply in the organ. And then when I'm playing a music roll, the cranking also pulls the paper across the tracker bar. So depending how fast or how I crank the organ depends how the music's going to sound at this side. When I play a MIDI file, the speed is normally set for you, so it's just going to play, and you just have to provide the air with the crank. Now I do have a crank sensor, so I can change the speed of a MIDI file because I have a little sensor on my crank inside that detects how fast the wheel is spinning. So it's quite a cool little toy I have on that as well. So hopefully you can hear me. I bet her next door neighbour goes crazy. No, they don't actually. They're quite happy. My neighbours are quite happy to hear me playing my organ. I don't have any problems here. In my last house it was a different story, but in here I've not got any problems. So here we go. This is a roll. This is Netherlands Dutch medley from the Netherlands and German music medley. carefully take you, as long as I leave the cable in the microphone, and leave the microphone as where it is. Hang on, just 1 minute. I was hooked. We were connected. The cable was sticking inside my microphone. Now, if I make that one a bit higher and make it a bit in here, maybe we can see, you can see inside the roll for a bit. Now you can see how it works then. Netherlands Dutch medley. This is relaxing and enjoyable. Thank you very much. Oh, you missed a bit of the Dutch medley. Hello there, Demi. Nice to see you. I'm glad that you made it for seeing this Dutch medley. And how is that possible? Right, well, I'll tell you. So, I show the roll without here. So, where the paper roll goes across here, there's this metal thing across with holes in it. This is called a tracker bar, and this is where the organ roll is red. So when I crank this wheel, there's a bellows in there, so as it gets the air supply. The air is going to the wind chest to supply the pipes, but also comes up here via all these air tubes here at the sides. And it always tries to get out here of this tracker bar. when there is no holes, there's no music because the air can't get out, and this air is what signals the pipes to play when you have pressure. When there is a loss of pressure, when there's loss of pressure in one of these air tubes, it sends a signal to the wind chest that changes the way the valve is inside the organ, and the air is let out of the pipe. So that way, when you give the organ a hole in the corresponding position, you get a note. That's basically how my organ works there. I'm happy to answer any other questions should you have it. And meanwhile, play the other roll, another song on this roll here. Yeah. So now, after you finish a roll and get to the end, you have to rewind it. So there's only one way to go, and that's back the way you came. There's not a rewind, there's not a playing the B-side roll, it doesn't work. So, you have to rewind it, like so. It doesn't take too long on this organ, it's quite fast. It's more like the old days winding back tapes. There you go. And there it goes back to the start. And it's ready to play again the next time. And I put it back in the box like this. Nice, put a little band around it, just keep it everything tidy. And put it back in the box where it came from. So there you are, that's how I roll is played in my organ. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Right, would you like to hear another roll? Let's see what else. I haven't played this one for a little bit. So another nice roll is this one. Let's have a look. So that's another roll. I'm hoping you like this viewpoint, and let me know in the comments what you think to see in the inside view. Occasionally, now I can do it because I've got an extension cord for my microphone. The microphone came with a cable about this long, which obviously limited where I could put my camera and my microphone, and now I can leave my mic where it is normally, and I can move the phone around, so you're still going to get the same audio as before without me changing the camera. I hope you can preserve your hobby. Your music is delightful. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Well, it's preserved by people like myself making music. I make my own arrangements for this organ as well. I didn't make this though, but I can show you something that I made myself if you want to see something that I made myself, that I arranged my own music. You know, by getting more young people involved in our hobby. There's quite a lot of people still interested in street organ music. I mean, it's a bit of a niche hobby, but we do have people that are interested in what we do. And I hope that as well that it doesn't ever be lost out of view, because it's really, I think it's really cool. So anyway, here's Jambalaya. jambalaya. Let's have a look. It's a nice view to see now and then. It's the flywheel. That's the flywheel, yes. Thank you, I'm glad you like it on the con. So, can you hear me better? I did adjust the compressor on the microphone. Does it make a difference to the sound, better or worse? For both the organ and for my voice, please, if you let me know in the comments what you are hearing. If it's better than normal or worse, or where we are with it. Fiesta Mexicana. Let me enjoy that one. Yes, anything it is better with new compressor setting. May well even try another step. What, do you want even more compressor than is one now? What does it do to the organ sound though? Does it make that better? Does it make it clearer? The next one is called Only Creamy That Dimimi. Get the meaning or something like that. I don't remember all of the title very clearly. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Please, anyone in the comments, please feel free to ask questions, ask a request of song. If you want to hear a particular song, wonder if I have something on my organ, then please go ahead and request me a song. If I haven't got it, I'll let you know. If I have got it, I'll play it, providing it's reasonable request. Yes. So please go ahead and hit me with your best shot. What do you think? Ding a ding a ding a dee 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 dee. Now, would you like to continue this view, or would you like to see my face again and go back to the usual viewpoint, back at the side, at the back of the room? See it for a minute then. Let's have a look. Where are the notes going? Or is it just me, or they vanish? It's spinning me out. Oh, I'm sorry. Makes your voice slightly more audible. Renee's voice is unaffected. Did you use the crank or take the wheel? It is a difference between the wheel and the crank, Demi. You have the wheel is better if you're going to play for a long time. I tell you, it gets easier on your arm because it kind of has a momentum. You know, a wheel has a momentum that you build up, and it does take the slack off your arm a bit, so it's a lot easier with the wheel than it is with the crank. With the crank, it is all manual work. You have to physically turn that crank all the way around. Whereas the wheel, it's got sort of a point on it like there. I know you can't be shown because you can't see, but I can pick up the crank a little bit, pick up the wheel just slightly, and the rest of the time it goes round without my hand touching it. See? So it has this, so you don't have to always crank this wheel. It's like you just keep your hand on it, and it kind of keeps it going itself. With the crank, you don't have that. It stop wherever you take your hand off it. It will stop in that position. And then you have to turn it all the way around. But the advantage of using a crank over a wheel is you have more control over your music. There's like I like to play things at different speeds, and I like to stop at my own point during the music roll and make a rhythm, accentuate a rhythm or something, for example. That is easier to do with the crank than with the wheel, but I can do it with the wheel as well, as you might have seen in that last song. I can show an example of that if you want. If you really want me to get into it, I can show you an example of that. But I have to pick the right, make the right song. I know. Let me think. I've got the right idea actually. It's got to think, which roll is it? Might be that one. Yeah, that's it. Whoa, get here. I might be able to show you that real quick. I'll have to get the crank. I think the crank is down the side of my sofa. Yes, there it is. There's the crank, see? So I'll show you this one real quick here. I'll give you a bit of a wider view so you can see a bit more of the wheel than what you can now. I'm also just going to skip to the second song because this one is easier. I wanted to find a waltz because waltz is a good example to show this thing with. So I have a nice waltz here. So I play this one with the wheel first. I'll probably stop a little way through the song, and I'll switch you to the crank, and then you can see the difference. You can maybe then see the difference. I have to back you up a little bit so you can see the wheel a bit more. Hey, come here. You can see the cranking a little better. There, you can see all the wheel now. Well, as much of it as you're gonna get anyway. So, with the wheel, I will try and play this one. Watch the speed of it, but you won't be able to see it. But you might be able to tell with your ears that I can spin it with different speeds. Example with the wheel. I'll just stop partway through, and then I'll repeat that with crank, and then I'll go all the way through with the rest of it for you. Now you can hear the difference in Renee when I use the crank over wheel. I'll have to take the wheel off. No, I can't put the crank on unless the wheel is not on first. I'll just get the key. The wheel requires a key to take it off. There we go. Let's put the Allen key back. I have a little slot in my drawer now that I can put the key, which is great. The crank I don't need a key for because there's a wing nut on it. I used to have a wing nut on the wheel too, but it's easier to put on and off with an Allen key. So now with this crank, see the difference there? I stop it and it doesn't, there's only that little bit that it moves on its own. The rest, it's like this one will stand still. See, so there's more effort apart from that little bit there. And I think there's a little bit on this side too that does. But all that bit and all that bit, you have to crank it yourself. There's a lot more resistance behind it, so it's a little bit different to play with. But with this, you can stop, as soon as you stop your playing, the roll will stop dead like that. So you can do more rhythmical tricks with the crank than you can with the wheel. can see maybe the difference between cranking it with a wheel and cranking it with the crank. Only it makes a difference to you there. You can do that sort of stuff, but you can't interrupt it quite as much as with the crank. So I could do the interruptions with the waltz. So it was dum da da dum da da like this with the crank, rather than do da da do da da. It's a different sound. It's only very subtle, but I can hear the difference. So let's move to the next question. I've got to catch up with the chat there. I can't do everything at once, so I answered that question about the difference between the wheel and the crank, and I haven't read beyond that, so let me catch up there a second to do one thing at once. I'm not a multitasker, and that might be female, but I don't multitask, and because I don't see very well, I can't do it all. So it makes your voice sound more audible very much on the crank and the wheel. There you go. Hello, Sunny Land. Can you play this Texan Orange Blossom Special? Yes, I can. Like to hear it on roll, or would you like to hear it on a MIDI file? I've played this one. I've played this one for a little bit. I have the other one on. I have two versions of Orange Blossom Special on roll. So I'll play you this one today. I'll move that box in a sec. Just put this one away first. La, 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 dee, da, da. So that was Bloomin' Waltz. The next one. I have got it on MIDI as well, but I'll play you it on the roll because why not? I'll give you a bit more view of the roll in a second. It's not the first song on the roll, so I have to just there we go. There we are. Let me just back you up closer to me a little bit. Bonk. Bonk. Whoa. You're coming with me apparently. My son seems a bit whiffy today. I don't know. I don't quite know why it is so whiffy. It doesn't want to stay still today. It's kind of, I don't know what is going on with it. Oh, I know. It's this, you twist the handle on it and that's what makes it less stay where it wants to be put. Stupid thing. And I know different stuff going on here. Right, let's have a look then. Blossom Special. With a cat. With a cat. An orange blossom with a cat. Ah! I mean a kitty cat. Ah! Huh? Yeah? What do you think? Oh, you're a pretty cat. There you go, baby. Good boy. Right, look. Chiefy boy. Yeah, there you go. It's a very good song. Yes, it's called Orange Blossom Special. Thanks for joining us, Dylan. Yes, Chillin' Dylan. Did you like that one? Chillin' Dylan, have you got any? Have you got any requests for me? Have you got Soldiers of the Queen? No, I don't think so. I don't know that song, Soldiers of the Queen. I have Soldiers in the Park. That's about the closest I have to that. I don't have Soldiers of the Queen. I'm so sorry. Please request me another song. Try again. There'll be something that I've got. I'm sure. I'm sure there'll be something here. I can give you a view of my face too. I'm not camera shy. I just gave you a view of my organ here so you can see my rolls and stuff like that. Something different today. Yeah, Orange Blossom Special. The holes are a bit too close together, so the valves don't act enough. Yes, and it is one of these. It is a song that we use in. We actually do use this to test valve action. It's not too bad on mine. Not too bad, but the holes are quite close. It's not that the holes are close together, they're long. If the gaps were a little bit wider, then it would come through a little bit more. So I have an arrangement that has similar size gaps, but I made shorter holes in mine. Now you can hear the gaps. But the problem is, I'm not absolutely sure where that roll is because I changed the order of my rolls, of a couple of my rolls when I was last gone to when I last went somewhere and changed my order. Here's our. I don't know if I have it to hand. I do have it, but it's just where it is a little bit not sure. The second. I don't know if that one that I changed. Oh, no, it is on this roll. There we go. Okay. So I play you one of my arrangements that have similar holes in it than the last one I played. And I will just play the first two verses of it because then we have more time. Let's skip to the second song on this roll. Yeah, change the order of a couple of my rolls of my music. So these ones I made myself, so I made my own arrangements. But this has a similar sized hole, similar sized rhythm, but I used larger gaps between it and you'll hear the difference there. But neither is wrong. Orange Blossom Special is meant to be the way it is. So there's nothing wrong with that arrangement at all. There's just a different approach and different type of music. So. That was LA International Airport that I arranged. I arranged that one myself. It's my music. This roll is one of mine that I made. On that, the gaps are the same size as already Brussels Special, just I made the gaps bigger. The notes, rather, are the same note value, they're the same value, the semitones. And this plays at about a similar speed as well. But I just used wider gaps on mine. That was all. Changing it differently. Yeah, that was very good. That was a good old summertime. Don't gun. What does that mean? Have you got old 100? Oh dear, I'm not doing very well here, am I? I don't think so. Old 100. I've never heard of this song. I'd have to YouTube it after the show. I'll have to look at YouTube to see what these songs are, because I didn't hear of I've never heard of either one of these songs before. I do apologise about that. I don't mean to not be able to play your requests. And to hit me with another one. Can you give me third time lucky? What about something else? I'm so sorry. I'm not very good tonight with your requests, Robin. I don't mean to me wave from you for that. So, who has a request? Come on, quick now, chop chop, hurry up, let's go. Anytime today. Well, I'll choose. It can be something from my MIDIs or my rolls. I don't mind. Ah, that one will have to be MIDI because I don't have it on roll. So the MIDIs, the MIDI system, what I do there with that is I cover this holes up, because there, if I crank there, all the air, the bellows won't go up and all the air is escaping from these holes. What are you doing, Chiefy? Where are you going, huh? So if I cover all those holes up like that, then you get air pressure. Simple as that. And then turn the MIDI on. Chief, what are you doing? Oi! Stupid cat. So this one now I have a there pulls up the song. And here I will see the roll come this way. As you can see there, I do have the ability with this MIDI system because it all operates the solenoids. So I can play, because I have to crank it, otherwise without the crank, well, there was a bit of residual air there. There's the air gun. There's no sound. That's why you have to crank before. There's no otherwise any sound. That's not one cool thing I can do with this organ when I've got it on the MIDI, so I can play it myself if I want with the keyboard, but I've only got one hand to do that with. So yes, definitely Ian Dickinson's magic. You knocked over the house keys. Oh, the cat did. Lohengrin. Lohengrin. Let me look. I don't think so, though. Lohren. No, I don't. Oh, Lohengrin. Is that? Let me try this one. I don't know if that is right. No. Oh, I don't know. See if this is the song. Let's see. Can't get my head around the digital book. No, Sandstorm, new one Sandstorm. That would be back on the music roll again, that one. Yeah, it's a bit of good fun, like it's two different ways of running the same organ. It's just different ways of receiving information for the organs. Both require the crank because both need an air supply. The roll is analog and this MIDI system is digital, but both do the same job after they've read the music. One is reading the music from the roll, other is reading music from the MIDI and sending it to the solenoids. But whether it's coming from solenoids or just from the air here, both ways go to the same air hoses and go to the same valves and operate the same pipes. So everything and the input for the air is the same. The only one thing is different is where is the music coming from? Is it coming from roll or from MIDI? Otherwise everything is the same. Now the MIDI system is very useful to me, but I wouldn't be without the roll. So personally I am a fan of having both systems in my organ at the same time. That's my favourite. I like it when I play my rolls, and I like it when I can play my MIDIs. Especially when I travel around on public transport, I can't always take a lot of rolls with me. So the MIDIs allow me to take all my music with me, with my iPad. And then literally all my music, which is way more than what is on this shelf. I have a lot more MIDI files than what rolls are here on this shelf. Way more. I don't know how many more, but there's a lot more MIDI files than there's rolls. And I can take everything with me with this. And then I also arrange music, so it's handy for me because I arrange the music on the computer. So nowadays, most of the time the arrangers like me are making the music on a computer, arranging it together, and then making a MIDI file from it. And then either play the MIDI directly from there or get the MIDI file basically printed into a music roll, and then we can play it on the roll afterwards. So even most music rolls nowadays, I've seen a computer in the way of it being made. But there are still a few music rolls around that were made the old way, somebody drawing everything out with a pencil and a ruler where they're going to punch it and then use a punch to actually machine all the holes out by hand. So a lot of work goes into that, I tell you. So Sandstorm. I did say we were going to play that the other day, weren't we? But we didn't get round to it. So with Sandstorm, it is like before, and play on the roll. Then move the iPad out of the way for this. And then turn the MIDI system off, why not? And then I shall pull that out of there. Have to do that now. It's the second song on this roll. So I will have to unforward it. Have to fast forward it rather into the second song. Now the first song on this roll is also very good. There is this. Now let me move that out of the way. A tiny fire. So, a bit of Darude Sandstorm. There's a little showing of all the different types of music that can be played on this organ. Everything from old music to new music and music from a lot of different genres. And I'm one of those people I like to collect music from different genres. Things that you would never think would be able to play on a crank organ is music that I like to have on a crank organ, but I like to have all kinds of music. I'm very much a bit of a music junkie. I don't just collect mod music. I don't just collect polkas or old music. I collect all kinds of stuff. From a lot of genres. I show the instrument off really well. And for it only having 20 notes, this, I think it does very well for the amount of music that there is on, that is available, or that can be made for this. So here's Jeru Sandstorm. Sandstorm. Hope you enjoyed that song. You can see the tight holes on this roll here. If I put it out a little bit, I'll show you the roll. That's like a patch. Let's be careful. Hey, he's going everywhere. Come, what are you doing? He wants to turn around. Come, don't be doing that to me. Shite. I was doing this. There, now I got it. This type of this paper, I think this type of paper it wants to because this paper's very, very plasticky. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's different and it wants to behave a different way. So be careful with that. Let me rewind the roll. There we go. Hey. Let's have a look now. So let me have a look here. Do not test symptom. No, I'm not doing so. I'm not doing that. I've never in my life had a music roll. Never. There was a little accident I had with one that wasn't mine, but it wasn't me that caused it. I just happened to be the poor sod that found the roll. Then a roll, it was the last song on the roll, it was a 31-note roll. And I was playing it all the way through. It was not this last summer, but it was the summer before. And somebody had repaired a roll that was not working correctly, and they'd repaired it, but then they'd rolled it back up. Then they'd put some glue or something, rolled it back up and put it back in the box. And left for I don't know how long. I picked the roll off the shelf down my friend's place, put it in, playing it all the way through, got to this last bit of the roll, and I was playing it, and all of a sudden it went like this, like I literally just in half. This roll was one side here and just a great big mess in the middle. That's the last song, and I told the guy, and I said, look, this is because of the glue, and I showed him the residue and that somebody had obviously repaired it with glue or something and put it back together whilst it wasn't all the way dry. And that was that. Can still play the roll, you just have to stop before the last song. So all I did is I wrote a note on the paper saying stop before the last song, so they know and they can play all the roll. This last song is not able to play anymore because they get halfway through and run out of roll. So that's the only ever accident I've had with a music roll, and it wasn't my fault. Look at my rolls and they're all in very good order. What I buy. Even my really old rolls. In rolls like this is well old. This is roll number 54 and it's an old box. And yet the roll is in very good condition. It's probably had the end roll piece replaced, but otherwise it's as good as new pretty much. All my rolls are in fantastic working order. So, what do we got here? If I could do that on my 14-note T-note, I don't know, maybe if you arrange music, maybe you can see if it would fit the scale. Ian has automatic roll. Okay. Seems a little faster than most songs. No, don't be doing that. Londonderry Air either. What's the song that was on roll 92? 92. I don't know. I have to research on my iPad here a second. Roll number 92. Even if I have it. I don't have that on roll. There's not. Roll number 92. A visual bomish. I have only this MIDI file. I don't have the rest of the roll. I have that one file from roll 92. The other files I don't have them, and I don't have the roll, so I don't know what's on that one. What's the one song you'd love to have that you don't have yet? Oh, well, because the thing is, right, because I'm an arranger, I have a lot of the music that I want because I can arrange music. So anything that I don't have, I can just say, right, I'm going to make that. But there are songs that aren't possible on 20 notes that I would really like to have on 20 notes, but are not possible because my organ scale doesn't allow for it. So there was quite a list of music that I like on there. I think one of my most wanted songs on 20 now at the moment is a song called Zambezi, and I'm going to try and arrange that for 20 notes. In the not too distant future, I'm going to try and arrange a 20 note version of it. Zambezi is a very nice song. I can try and play it by hand. Here, that's all I can do. Here. Try if I can remember. I have to remember. Something like that. I know that's not quite the right tune, but that's the tune, Zambezi River. I want to make this song on 20 notes if I can. I think it will fit. I just have to adapt it how I would make the middle part. But I think that would be a song I work on when I come back from my upcoming trip to Germany. I'm going to Germany again in a few days' time. And I'm going to have a very good time. So, yeah. So, there you go. Arrange your own music. You're just a novice. Nothing wrong with that. You always have to start somewhere. I started never being able to arrange a song before, and I just decided, right, I'm going to try it. When I first made it, now I arrange my own music. And I do it from scratch as well. I have things that are on roll as well, but I have plenty of stuff that's on the MIDI files that I arranged for organ, and they're on my own arrangements. I'll play you one so you can get an idea. I do have that on a roll as well. I have a lot of these on roll as well, of course. Let's have a look. Let's see if there's something easy to find. Just that one. No, I have my music. I think some of it I've put away because I've started packing away for going to Germany. I've taken some rolls out to go in there. I don't want to mess that stuff up because it's in an order, so I will play a MIDI file from one of my arrangements that I made. But I do it all from scratch, so all the notes you're going to see here are my own. Swinging's very one of my pieces there. Yeah. So you've just started by doing your own. How many organs do I own? I own one, this one here, and I have one in the corner that doesn't work. But unfortunately it doesn't work. I can't show you right now because I'll disturb my microphone. But it's a barrel organ, it's a pin barrel one, but needs to be repaired. And keep yourselves posted, because I might be getting another organ very soon. And very soon, sooner than you think, then there will be another one here that will be playable. But you wait and see, and that's why you subscribe to my channel and then come back later and see what I got. There might be a new one coming here very soon. So let's have a look. Somebody gave me a request. Did she see your request? One organ isn't enough. Right, that's right. You see, I've had this organ for 3 years. Well, since the beginning of 23. Yes, so just over 3 years. And it is enough, but I'd like to expand myself a little bit. So. But the next one I'm getting is still the same scale. It's still 20 note organ, but it has different sound. It has a different sound to this one, so it will offer a bit of variety to me, to what I can play, and the places I can take, because this organ's very loud. So the other one that I'm getting is quieter. So it'll be. I'm certainly not replacing this one, and this one isn't going anywhere either. I'm just adding to my collection rather than changing anything. Just getting another second playable organ. It's about time. So the request was the request somewhere here, up here. Where was this request? Was back here. Robin said hi. Londonderry Air was the request. Londonderry Air, that's Danny Boy, isn't it? I do have that, but crikey, now you're gonna get me digging something out of this thing now, aren't you? I have to look at my other pile of rolls. I have another pile of music rolls over this side of the room. But these ones are a bit disorganized. Now that side are all sorted and in boxes, and the rolls on this side are not as much in boxes. I'm sure I have this roll somewhere with Danny Boy on it. But again, it's another one I'm going to arrange, to be honest. There's another roll, another piece that I will try and arrange. But whether I'm going to find that, I don't know. Let's see. Bingo, there it is. These rolls are all loose in a box. Squeeze past. So these rolls are more in a. I haven't got boxes for them, so just have to make do with what they have. I will get boxes for them later. So let's see now. I haven't played this roll for a while. This has all Irish folklore roll. So it has And I think Londonderry Air looks like the last song on it. I haven't played this roll for a little while. Come back here and see if I find it on here. But I'm going to arrange one myself, I think, at some point. That's the last rose of summer. I can tell by the way the notes are. I can read the roll like I can read the music. Yeah, that's Danny Boy. Danny Boy, which is very nice. I think my version would be a bit different than that. I have some further ideas for how I would do it if I was arranging it. Not to say there's anything wrong with this arrangement, it's a different version than what I would do. I can try and show you what I would do if you want. This will be an interesting experiment actually. Hang on, let me see if I can do it. So let me open up this thing here. Hang on a second. Right. I would look for another melody to add to the top of my Danny Boy when I would do it, but I would do it differently to that altogether. But that's quite the thing I would look for to do. Something I can do as well with my MIDI system is a roll. I can add something myself with my fingers if I want, on top of what I play on the roll. And the roll is playing most, and I just add something on top with the hand. I can play the whole roll here if you want me to. So you can hear some of the other music on this roll. It's all very nice music. Yeah, it's stuck. Up. There we go. That was there. Yeah. And maybe one day you shall me. The same as moon. Yeah. Mountains of Mourn. Oh, I don't know that song either. I'm not doing very well tonight, am I, with the songs? Really not. I have to play this role for you here. Maybe I add my own things as I go along. We'll see what happens. Hello. Not sorry. I can't either. Like that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I had to restart YouTube, so someone called my phone. One of my friends called on Facebook, called me using the call on Facebook, and it went through to my phone, and it must have interrupted the stream. And I didn't realise that it had been interrupted. I didn't know that it lost the sound. So I'm sorry I played to myself. I didn't know. So I have started it now. So I just restarted YouTube. My phone battery is not dying today. I think it must not have been charged all the way the other night, because it still has about half of the battery left now. So it must have been something to do with that. So yeah, I don't know what happened then. I'm sorry about that. Things happen sometimes out of my control. I guess the way to go is silence my phone. I thought it was on silent. Yeah, it is on silent. My phone is on silent, and yet still got a call through my phone from there. I don't know how to stop it from happening then. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. Right, so I have to stop the stream very shortly anyway because of the sound. Let's see the song. I have to play this on MIDI. I don't have the roll. Hope you enjoyed that song there. Yeah, there we go. Did your phone multitasking, cranking and vaping? Why not? I've got one hand for each. Why not? Oh, I'm sorry they lost the sound. Synthesia is zoomable. Yes, I know that. I know it is zoomable. It's not because of that, and yeah, I don't need it bigger because then it makes my hand stretch more, so it's worse. I've tried it, don't believe me, I tried to make it different. Multitasking, cranking and vaping. Looking after the cat. So, with regards to my stream, if I get everything done tomorrow that I need to do, and that is an if, then I will come on tomorrow as well to stream again tomorrow, just because it's a good excuse for me to play my organ. I won't be doing one on Tuesday though, because I've got to take my cat to my friend's house to stay whilst I'm on holiday. So, but if I have time tomorrow, if I've done my stuff that I want to get done tomorrow, then I'll do a stream tomorrow. So I will aim for that if I can. It'd be nice to play again. And then on Wednesday I go to Germany. So, but this time my organ isn't coming with me, so I need to play as much as I can before I go. There's lots of songs to do with the clock there in this library. Excuse me. So you have a 14-note organ, is that right, Helen? Clocks are good. You're very welcome. What about pipe band breakfasts? I won't be there because I'll be in Germany. No, I'll be there by Thursday. So that'll be cool. And we've got a very good and fun weekend planned from Friday, Saturday and Sunday. We have some plans for the weekend that sound very fun. They sound very, very fun indeed. There's some other visitors coming as well. The house that I'm staying will be like a world meeting room. There will be people from England, people from Germany and people from Denmark in the same house in the weekend. Now that is exciting. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're all crank organ friends. We're all friends from doing organs. So it will be a very nice time, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to that now. I really am. And when I'm in Germany, I get to see my new organ, the organ that I'm going to go and get. I was going to keep it all a surprise for you, like lockdown, nobody knows until I get it, but I suppose it doesn't matter a great deal if you know beforehand that I'm getting an organ. So that's one of the reasons that I'm going, but I'm going anyway, but I am going to bring another organ home with me. When I come back from Germany, I will have another one here with me, as well as Renee. That is exciting also. Very exciting. Really, really exciting. And I'm also getting some new music roles as well. So I'll have also I'll have some more music that I can play as well, that I haven't been able to play before because it wasn't on here. This song, a French song there. Yeah. 1974. Yes, guest organ sometime. Oh yes, definitely. It's very nice. How big is the mini 14 organ? If it is an organette, if it's a 14-note organette, I actually have music that's been converted from 14 notes to less senior songs that have been connected, that have been adapted a little bit. This is an old 14-note song here. This one. Englishman. He is an Englishman. Yeah. And is it? I have got to stop playing now. Even though I want to play some more here, but. I have this music on roll as well. It's up there in this corner. I can't be able to do this That was We Sail the Ocean, all songs from HMS Pinafore. If you are knowing that musical, I like the music from that musical very much, and it's very cool music. That's why I have the roll. I got the roll good there. And that roll came from America, the American music roll. as much as I want to play on, the time is getting late. And yeah, it's gonna be late. And I need to be going. So I do thank you all for coming to watch me tonight. I do appreciate it very much. And hopefully, with all the best luck in the world, I'll try my best to be sorted tomorrow. But I'm going to play in my band tomorrow as well. So Renee is going out with me earlier on in the day. And then I get back. And as long as I do what I need to do, I have a list of things with me. I try to be organised before I go on holiday, that I do everything needed. And as long as I meet that list tomorrow and get everything done, then I come and do another show tomorrow in the evening. And that will give me some encouragement to do so. Yes, I'm not going till Wednesday, and it's Wednesday afternoon, so I mean I can afford to still have time. So I can still have the time to doing what I need to do. So hopefully I will. And then Tuesday I have band practice on Monday. Tuesday I have to take the cat to my friend's house, and I've also got a German lesson on Tuesday. So I'm filled. My diary is full on Tuesday, because I will use Tuesday morning to get most of the rest of the stuff ready that I need to do. And then Wednesday I just finish off the last bits if I have something to need to finish. Then I still have Wednesday too, because I don't leave till later in the afternoon, until when the train is 4:45 on Wednesday. So as long as I leave here by 3 o'clock, a little less, then I can do whatever I need before 3 o'clock. But I'm not leaving everything till the last day, no way. Not a chance, I'm not doing that. So, I'm appreciate you all coming here. Yeah, it's nice to meet you there, Helen. Thank you for coming. I do want to hear more about your organ too. I'm sorry I lost sound there in the back. It would be nice to see your organ as well. It's nice to see you. Yeah. Post the size next stream. Yeah. Have you got any information on your channel about your organ? No, it does not need to show me how to do that. Your phone just sent you email notification. Playing Night Fever on 52 gig on. Oh, very nice. Very nice too. Okay, I've got in the stream now, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.